Hi, my name is Keith McVean. I'm a senior production designer and show programmer here at Universal Creative at Universal Orlando Resort. With Skull Island Reign of Kong, it's a complicated attraction. It's new and groundbreaking, and with all attractions like this, we have to make sure that we design the ride appropriately so that the media and the ride system work together. 3D simulation is critical when working with theme park attractions. We're building machines that we put people on, and we're syncing it with media, and we have to make sure that the machine can do what we need it to do, and we need to make sure that the vehicle's movements match what's going on in the media. So we'll work tightly with the media team, we'll work tightly with the engineers to make sure that the vehicle's doing something, the media is reacting to it, and vice versa, and it sort of helps in that immersion to make people feel like they're really in an environment. For the special effects, we have a lot of water effects and wind effects. Part of my job is to sit on that ride vehicle and during show integration phase, ride the ride over and over again and make sure that the water is timed right, the wind blasts are timed right, so that if a dinosaur roars and opens his mouth at you, you get a little spray from his saliva. Or if a dinosaur hits the vehicle, you feel the wind from his tail whipping right past the vehicle, and you feel everything in the environment. And once we have that down, we work with all of our show set designers to design all the scenes, and we're constantly updating this simulation software to see what the vehicle's doing. So ever since I was a child, I've always wanted to design theme park attractions, roller coasters. I would always draw my own theme parks at home as a child. But I figured that was just a passion, a hobby, a thing I would do on the side. Never thought I'd still end up here. I always thought you had to be an engineer to design theme park rides. The ultimate payoff for me is when I ride the ride the first time with a bunch of screaming guests and you see kids get off and they just want to do it again.
Hi, my name is Anisha Vyas and I work for Universal Creative, part of Universal Orlando Resort, and I'm a ride and show engineer working on Skull Island Reign of Kong. We've had engineers working on the structural design that support our scenic elements, to the controls engineers triggering what kind of animations are happening and what time. So I've been able to work on the scenic design from our rock work and show sets to our animated figures, and then on our ride I've been able to work on our ride vehicle, which is incredibly massive and poses numerous amounts of challenges. So it's really a blend of so many different disciplines all coming together to make the ride vehicle possible. The ride vehicle has to travel on the same path every single time that we deliver a show for our guests. So it has to travel in certain directions or vectors every time a guest is on the vehicle, and it has to do so reliably. Our creative team came up with this really unique track layout, all of which involve very complicated curves. To be able to make those curves and to have the vehicle move in the direction of travel or move in the correct vector path, we had to essentially implement front and rear wheel steering to be able to make it. It's not just one discipline bringing it to life. It's a blend of upwards of 10 to 20 of them really coming together to deliver the story of why this ride vehicle exists the way it does. From the time I was a little kid, I always knew that I loved math and science. When I was in middle school, math and science wasn't necessarily the cool thing to do, but as I've gotten older, it definitely is, because having the tools of a really solid math and science foundation allow you to build on them in so many different directions. For math and science, you can basically become anything. Being an engineer, you can pretty much do anything. I didn't want to have a boring desk job, and what better place to come than theme parks?